Okay. What it do, Sober Soldier salute. This is Stick from Dead Prayers with my partner M1, and you are in tune to gotKushTV.
There was empires in Africa called Kush, Timbuktu, where every race came to get booked. My success to you, even if you wish me the opposite. Sooner or later, we'll all see who the prophet is.
Achomi na jeli bojo kwe ni biane nyenko gotKushTV nyeyiradon. My name is Na Jeli Bojo Kwe, and right now you're watching gotKushTV. Thank you.
Ten more, if you thankful unto the Mother, Father, creative life force of the universe, Kwanzaa, Mudzima Mokoro, give praises unto our great ancestors, Abibi Tumi, Abibi Fahodie, African power and African liberation for all African people. Yes, indeed, kings and queens, beautiful family, we are here, yeah, and I've got some, a very special impromptu situation going on right about now, kings and queens, because some big things are going, yeah, you know what I'm saying, later on in the month during the Kwanzaa season. And so for those who are not aware, brothers and sisters, we have a beautiful, a purposeful and a powerful institution in our community called, well, two, in fact, beautiful, powerful and purposeful institutions. One is called Little Life Learners, and the other is called Mindful Meditation and Peaceful Movement, kings and queens. Yes, indeed. Yeah. And so we have our sisters who are going to be coming through to tell us about an initiative that they are running, which will be streaming live via gotKushTV during the Kwanzaa season. And so let us, without further ado, introduce our three sisters. Mama Itricia. Greetings, greetings, greetings. We have Sister Ashanti. Greetings, greetings, greetings. And we also have Sister Akeba. Greetings, greetings, greetings. So blessings to you all. Yeah, man. Thank you all for being here. You know what I'm saying? And it's a pleasure to be hosting you all. You know what I mean? So welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's get into the conversation today. Yeah. So first of all, just the three of you, just tell the people a little bit about yourself and what you do, and then we're gonna get into Little Life Learners and Mama Itricia's expressions, and we're gonna get into the Early Rising Challenge, yeah, and exactly what that is and how the people then can get in tune. So we're starting in honor of seniority, you know what I'm saying, with Mama Itricia. Go ahead.
Right, greetings family, greetings. My name is Itricia and I call myself Itricia Expressionist. And the reason why I call myself an expressionist because I'm living the expression that I am experiencing daily. When I stay true to that cause, then I stay true to myself. And I think that's really important for us as a people. So I'm a creative life coach of over, a little while, many years, to over 25 years, doing coaching. Also, I'm a health and wellbeing practitioner, working within the institutions and private organizations. I'm also a Tai Chi and Qigong practitioner. So I teach Tai Chi and Qigong in the community, in hospitals. I've taken it to prisons and and meditation as well. So that is, and I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother and I'm an activist in the community. So all of these qualities help I to stay in tune with the expression that I bring to the world.
Give thanks, Mama. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Let's go to Sister Ashanti. Let the people them know who you are, my good sister.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to be here today, this evening. Thank you so much. Thank you,
No problem,
family,
my
for
pleasure.
thank you. Thank you, family, for watching us. My name's Ashanti. Who do I say I am? This is Auntie, you just I don't even know. I don't know how to even top that, because I'm Ashanti, and by profession I teach within the institute, yes.
Yes.
And as an individual, I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm here to serve, I'm here to raise up our community. Therefore, Little Life Learners has come about.
Yes, I.
And I'm a little bit of a storyteller. I
Right.
love to tell poems. I love to sing. I love to be creative. I am
Yes.
here just to share a little bit about Little Life Learners and to get you
Yes.
all to come on board and to get involved in what we have in store for you. And that's
Yes,
me.
indeed. Give thanks, kings and queens. Sister Ashanti been about a long time, you know. I'm just speaking. I'm just recalling, because I used to run an event called Messiah Storm, and one time we had it in South London, and I went down there, and the people them opened up the venue late, and so I'm waiting outside, and as the people as I'm waiting, people start coming to arrive to attend the event, in it. And who was one of the first people to arrive? Ashanti. You know, so I'm there trying to do the good hosting thing, because it's not like I couldn't do nothing about it. The people that open up the venue late, and I'm just outside trying to host the people. Them, I make sure them good, say away. You know what I'm saying? But I remember.
Yeah, you did a good
But yeah,
job.
you were very gracious, sister. So I give thanks for your patience. I know. You know what I mean? All right. And last but by no means least, Sister Akeba, introduce yourself, please.
Greetings, Shakara, and thank you for facilitating us on your channel.
No problem.
I'm Akeba. I'm a mother of two, wife of a wonderful kingman, a family female, a daughter, an auntie. For me, I've always kind of walked in a life purpose where mental well-being was that thing that was always on my mind from a child. You know, I remember writing in my school book, you know, that book that you take your picture, and that book and your picture is in it, and ask you what you want to do. And I said
The
I wanted to
yearbook,
read
them call it yearbook.
the yearbook.
Yeah,
That's
well,
right. And I had a slogan, and I said I want to rid the world of the mad. But I wrote that when that was written when I was 15, 16 years old.
All right.
I probably wouldn't put it in that sense. So my aim was to be a psychologist, and
Okay.
I did study in that field in a degree sense, but realized that that part of my life was the theories and the Eurocentric ways of doing things was clashing with something that was dear to me, which is spirituality and culture. And so as I journey throughout my teens, 20s, I realized that culture had more of an impact, had more of what is it that people is living a daily, what is feeding them. And so I also wanted to feed that part of me as well, which I always did. Even in my university life, I was always on a drama club or writing poetry, writing a script for a drama production. But it was that hobby that I didn't realize that was my path. And I discovered it through, what would I say, the pinnacle of meeting actually these two other lovely females, Sister Itricia and Sister Ashanti, through the African Storytelling Festival with Sister Chineri. And so we were all management committee members and helped to facilitate that festival, to be what it is and help it to grow, and also learn myself, and through that, I realized that I'm a storyteller. I love stories. I love poetry. I love music. I love singing, and it's just a joy to see how people learn through stories because of, for example, advertisements. Every advertisement is a story, is a rhyme. And that's how they get into our brains. So therefore, the only solution to that is to recreate those things in a positive and progressive way, and tell our stories, because we've always, even when we went through our Mahafa, we kept our stories, we kept our riddles. And so for me, I see myself as a preserver of culture, solving the riddles of life, and breaking the spells that have been casted on myself and our people, so that we can go forward again. So that's me.
Powers. Give thanks to that, Akeba, you know what I mean? All right, Kings and Queens. By the way, for those who are sorry, waiting for our regular Zivanai slot, stay tuned. Yeah, we're going to be going live again after we speak to our dear sisters for our Zivanai discussion. So just stay tuned. Yeah, we're going to do that. But we have to, profile and make the people them know what going in the community. So once you come through, Kings and Queens, make sure you like this video and share it far and wide. And I'm gonna say specifically and particularly, share this video far and wide for your people them where have picnic, where have young children, okay? Because our show today is going to be specifically catered and tailored towards an activity for our children. All right. And so let's get into it. I mean, first and foremost, I was going to ask you about little life learners and mindful meditations, but let's do the other way around. Yeah. Let's talk about the early rising challenge. Yes. And what is the early rising challenge? What is the purpose of the early rising challenge, and what kinds of things do you do in the early rising challenge? And I know that, if you're not on a picnic, you don't know nothing about the early rising. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you have picnic, then early rising is just life. You know what I mean? I just say, go. You know what I mean? So what is the early rising?
Okay. So I'm the founder of the Early Rising Challenge, and the Early Rising Challenge started. It's been going now for a year, and it was an idea that I held in my IRETs, and I shared it with Akeba. And Akeba said, you know what, we need to do this. And then she shared it with Ashanti, and then they both came back to I and said, excuse me, you need to do something. And we took it from there. And so what it was is that working in schools and working in the institutions, what I was seeing is, it was all based around this self-management. How do we get our young ones, our little life learners, to take ownership of who they are? Why should it be that they should manage themselves? I was fascinated by that notion that a child, if they're given the right tools, they can self-manage. They can manage themselves. Yes, we are their guardians and we are their parents, and we put things in place. But really, self-management was something that, and we're still striving to bring that forward back into play, because we were that and we are that. Maybe just in our environment we don't do so well. Early rising, we should all be early rising. It shouldn't be because we've got our children that's why we early rise. We wake up early for work. We wake up early for school. We wake up early for things that are outside of us, but we don't wake up early for ourselves. And so it was those things that were playing in my mind. How could we do something where we can invite our little life learners to do something for themselves? So the Early Rising Challenge that's how it came about. A platform on Zoom that we get the little life learners and fusing mindful meditation, peaceful movement with Ashanti and Akeba, who are little life learners. We use their name because for the little people that we're going to serve.
Yes.
So what it was is that I wanted to create this platform. We created the platform. We invited the little life learners to rise for themselves. And this is about their personal self-development. This is about their sense of self. So,
right.
So the first one we did was 7 days.
Okay.
Was it not? Yeah, it was 7 days. And we challenged them to get up every rising at 7 o'clock. So when we started, we were like going in, we were hammering in. We said, no, we're going to go 7 days. We're going to get up at 7 o'clock. We're going, right, that means we're going to have to be up before 7 o'clock. Be on the platform, looking, shining. So and we did it. And what we did is we start the Early Rising Challenge with self-awareness of body movement. We always start by honoring our day. So we always give thanks for our rising. We give thanks for water. We always do an affirmation for water, reminding us all that our bodies is made up of over 75% water. So therefore, love our water. And then we get into the movement of the body. We get into the challenges. We get into the balancing. So in that segment, I would do like a quick workout, a checking in with the body. Then we might do balancing on one leg using eye balance coordination. We then tell them what organs in the body work for what particular parts of the movements that we're doing. And then we juggle balls. So just seeing, hand-eye coordination with an object. Doesn't have to be balls, could be teddy bears. Then we have a segment where we fold, like maybe folding a tea towel without putting it down. Use the body to help you larger objects. And then we maybe and we always have a theme. So the first Early Rising Challenge was just the Early Rising Challenge. The second one, we gave a theme. So then with the theme, we had like the animal spirit. We did Kwanzaa. We did, remind me, what else have we done? We've done
the elements.
The elements, yeah. So in that, we then incorporate the little life learners storytelling, using the imagination, and then the Akeba and Ashanti. Well, Ashanti is the all-rounder. She actually holds everything together because
so you run things, Ashanti. You really run things, yeah. You're the boss.
Because she holds the background, she watches, she affirms the little life learners so that she can tell them what she's seeing. She affirms them, tells them what she sees them doing. And then with that, we also score. We get them to score themselves. So they'll get a piece of paper, they'll make it into, say, 6 segments, and then they get to score themselves how they felt they did in each segment. And then after we've done all of that, Akeba then takes them on the journey of creativity, using the mind to do stories. Stories.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's get into that. That was a beautiful breakdown, Mama Itricia. So thank you very much for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So as you hear, brothers and sisters, this is a program specially for the children. All right. Now, the beautiful thing about the Early Rising Challenge this time round is that you're going to be blessed with the pleasure realization of having it live and direct via gotKushTV. All right. Now, stay tuned for more information. Yeah, but for a few days during Kwanzaa, yeah, for a few days between 26th of December and the 1st of January, stay tuned because we're going to let you know exactly which days we're, little life learners, yeah, and mindful meditations and peaceful movement are going to be hosting the early rising challenge live on gotKushTV. All right, so stay tuned. You're gonna get all of that, and especially for your children, so you can rise early with them. You know what I want, yeah, and you can, hand them over to Auntie Itricia and Auntie Ashanti and Auntie Akeba and catch our next half an hour sleep. All right, kings and queens, because as I just self-management, manage yourself for a half hour. We're gonna get some sleep. I'm playing. All right, but yes, kings and queens, yeah. So to get into this a little bit more, right? Building upon what Mama Itricia has just said, yeah. She said that, Sister Ashanti, you're dealing with the observation and the affirmation of the children. Just explain that little piece, and then we're going to get into a bit more of the storytelling with Akeba in a second.
So, obviously, because I'm the eyes, I can see how the children, if the children are focused,
right,
how they're moving. Yeah, I think that word, are they focused?
right,
and obviously the parents are there as well, and
yes,
the parents
yes.
sometimes give contributions. The
Right.
parents may put something in a chat, so
Mhm.
I'm obviously looking at those type of things, and I'm able to then share with Auntie Itricia,
Okay,
this is what a
right.
parent has said, or this is what a child has said. Because sometimes we're making poems. Akeba will speak
Yes,
more
yes,
about this. Sometimes we're making poems or making stories, and they will put their contribution in the back, and I'll be able to say, oh, this is what Akeba said, this is what whoever said. And
Right.
then obviously everybody now knows what's going on in the background.
Right.
Sometimes there's children that you just need to encourage them. Oh, come
Yeah.
on, you're doing
Yeah.
so well, and that's
Yeah.
because maybe he or she's not necessarily focused or doing their best, but obviously because I can see, I'm able to encourage them. And and it's amazing because you see children that first come along, they're really tired, or they're not able, or parents had to wake them up or kind of get them to get involved. And then by the time you get to the end of the week or after the 3-4 days, you see such a difference in just the way they are, with the juggling of the balls, with just their whole demeanor just changes because
Yes.
they're now involved. They now feel good about themselves because we're all bigging them up. We're all saying to them, you're doing so well. We're encouraging them. And I just feel that all of our contributions are important, but I can
Yeah.
see the really big value of me being able to see everything that's
Yeah.
going on and to be able to
Beautiful.
really encourage everybody. It's just amazing that, it's great. It's great that we got families that are on board, that want their child to do something outside of this system that's called education. We're offering something different, that little bit different. We want the child to, what's that word? Holistically.
Holistic.
Yeah,
Right.
the whole child. It's not just
Yes.
I'm going to school to do my maths and my English. We want the
Yes.
child to really think. And I love what Auntie was saying about self-management. I'm like, Auntie, boy, I think I need that. I need some self-management because boy, sometimes I can't get up in the rising, but
Yeah.
we have to. We just get on with it. So it's great
Yeah.
that we're just planting that seed in the children now. So,
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Sister Ashanti. And then, as Mama Itricia said, Sister Akeba takes it away by involving them in some storytelling. Just explain that, Sister Akeba. And is it that you just tell them some story, or is it more than that? Is there more to it than that? Explain to the people then.
Can I just add, and I doubt if I remember hearing Ashanti mention the fact that a key point that she has been a teacher for over 15 years. And I have to say that because it makes her, in my eyes and many people, an expert in what she's doing.
100%.
Managing 30 children every day for over 15 years. That's quite a
serious business.
Serious business. So I want to commend her.
Yes.
Now, somebody out there is saying, but you don't look old enough for being a teacher for 15 years.
Thank you.
She got the secret.
You know what I mean? Early rising, kings and queens. Early rising, early rising. You too. You look so young and vibrant.
Yeah.
Thank you, Akeba.
Akeba,
Thank you.
go ahead, Akeba. Go ahead.
Yes. So the storytelling, because for me, a storyteller, a traditional storyteller, is also a form of an oracle. I'm not trying to bestow no big title for myself, but when I tell stories, it's not necessarily retelling somebody else's story or reading something from a book. It's about asking the creative source what message need to be passed on, and I ask for that based on maybe a theme that we may have in mind and wait for it to return. And then for example, the first time we did the story, I think we did the actual story the first time last year, December, for the first Kwanzaa segment. And we created a beautiful story. And what we did was to give a segment of the story every day for the 5 days until the story was finished on the final day, And that story incorporated the Kwanzaa principles and how to and I'm not going to give away too much because that is, I want people to come on and experience it. If you don't know what Kwanzaa is, you're wondering, is that some kind of spookified religion? First of all, it's not a religion, it's a cultural practice that can be utilized in one's everyday life to grow. It's a means, it's a channel or a pathway to return to your true self and connect with yourself, your family, your community, and to the people that vibrate on the same vibration that you wish to reach. It's that healing, that wellness, that level that you want to be on. So if you want your child, your family to reach that, come and join. So going back to the storytelling now, it's about creating, infusing the concepts of the theme that we are bringing out in a creative way. And it could even be wordplay. The last challenge we did in October, we created acrostic poems. And just to explain to the audience, for example, an acrostic poem could be, say, for example, you have the word play, then each of the letter you would take and make you find a word that maybe a descriptive word to fit in that place for each letter, PLAY, and you create a poem like that. So for the last segment, we used the elements where we created a poem for water, fire, wind, and earth. And I'm not the one that did it. I facilitated it and allowed the children to find the words, and we basically fit them together. And what they created was an amazing, amazing set of poems, which, stay tuned to Little Life Learners. You're going to see some of that content coming out more, because I feel that there's so much in the imagination. And when children practice being imaginative and creative, it helps them with their problem-solving skills.
Right.
It helps them to learn how to reflect on different issues or circumstances that they're experiencing. It helps them to build their moral value, which is, as we know, is being deteriorated as we speak. Yeah. So having storytelling and utilizing that muscle, I would call it a muscle, helps us people to really stop and think, because too much of us are just watching one thing after the next, and so our ability to stay focused on an idea and follow it through is diminished.
Yes.
And
Serious
so,
thing.
yeah, definitely. I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I'm mindful, and that's why we do the mindfulness with Auntie. Mindful of You know, say for example, if she's watching a story on YouTube, I stop the story and say, listen, what happened in the story? Ask her a couple questions, such at least you're processing it. You're not just
Yes.
binging. So doing this process of the storytelling, slowing it down, just like how the Tai Chi form is, you're slowing the mind, body, and emotions down so one can process and really see and make a pathway to where you want to go and how something is consuming you or you're consuming it. Because sometimes we don't know which direction things are going, you know? So these processes of storytelling, poetry, singing helps to embed positive affirmations in our children and families' minds. Because imagine, you know, you'd have songs out there, maybe rap songs or any kind of songs, and it saying all kind of stuff, and it's being repeated over and over. But then we can possibly counter that with replacing that with positive affirmations. One of the ones we use is good, better, best. Never let it rest until my good is better and my better best. Now, my little one randomly goes around the house saying this,
Saying this.
you know. So I'm not doing this work because I'm sitting on a pedestal to speak. I am learning. I'm challenging myself as I go along, and that's why I committed myself with Ashanti and Itricia to do this challenge for myself and for my family because I want them to grow with it, you know.
Yes.
And so I want the same for other families out there. So that's why for me, so I'm very excited when it comes to storytelling. It brings thrills, it brings back memories of in Jamaica when you have load shedding and we start to tell Anansi stories. Those are some of the best moments I had growing up. You know?
Right.
It's
You know,
important that we preserve. Yeah.
no, go on, finish.
I was saying it's important that we preserve this culture because Hollywood is storytelling. EastEnders is storytelling.
Of course.
And whatever else they have out there, and you know, all of that is storytelling. So why not we be the authors of the stories that we wanna tell? It don't have to be always in the same type of format, but let's be the authors of our own stories.
Yes. Boy, Akeba, I can listen to you the whole evening, you know, still, you know. So, you know what I mean? We are interview, I forget so we are interview. So listen, that me I watch the show. You know what I mean? All right, family. So yes, you don't know, yeah. So this is very serious, all right? So let me do this right now. And let people them know what I go on, yeah. First and foremost, this is the flyer, yes, for the proceedings. Okay, this is the flyer for the proceedings, and the whole program is taking place from the 26th to the 28th of December. The 26th to the 29th of December. Yes, the 26th to the 29th of December. So that's 4 days, yeah, out of your Kwanzaa, the 26th, the 27th, the 28th, and the 29th. Yeah, you can join Little Life Learners and mindful meditation and peaceful movement, although I guess it can go either way, innit? All right. What's it? And at the same time, if you want to get in touch, yeah, you have to use these contacts, yeah. Movement with Itricia b@gmail.com, Little Life Learners @gmail.com, or you can follow the Instagram, Little Life Learners 07, and at Meditate with Itricia. Yes, at Little Life Learners 07 and at Meditation with Itricia. Either of those will get you in the door. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have to send some information to get the information and all of these things, you know what I'm saying? Because them don't know unless anybody come from them thing, you know what I'm saying? You have to make sure you put in, you look at information, then you will get the information so that your children can join. All right. And so once again, Little Life Learners, mindful meditation and peaceful movement, running the early rising challenge throughout the Kwanzaa season from the 26th of December to the 29th of December. So are you going to be streaming via gotKushTV for all 4 days or just some of those days? And which days are you going to be streaming? Anybody can go on, you know.
So we will be streaming on the 28th, which is the Thursday, the 28th of December. That's the online aspect.
Right.
So you get a hint, a taste of it. And also we'll be streaming parts of the live, of the face-to-face on the 29th of December.
Right.
You know, if you want an intimate experience to really, for your child, the family, to get a more one-to-one experience, email us so that you can get the information, because then you get the whole experience of the meditation, the mind, the movement, the storytelling, you know, the assessment, you know. And also Auntie Itricia will tell you about the 29th, because we'll be within the online. You'll also be learning about the concepts and principles of Kwanzaa. And so Auntie, I'll pass it on to Auntie so she can tell you more about the 29th.
Go ahead, Mama.
So the 29th will be our live face-to-face link up, and we want to put together a challenge as well as a competition quiz. So what we're looking to do is get all of our little life learners, age appropriate, into teams. And then we're going to put a quiz, a Kwanzaa quiz slash challenge. So where we will ask questions, which if you are on the early rising challenge, and can I just say, it's not going to be early this time round. We're starting at 8 o'clock. I mean, 8 o'clock's not early, is it? Come on. Yep. So we're actually, so the challenge is going to be at 8 o'clock, not 7, not 7:30. So now that might be more appealing to some of the ones, you know, anyone that's listening now. So, so we're going to, on the 29th, that will be the day that we link up. We're envisioning it to be from about 1 till 4. So the time that we come together, the timing will be about, say, between 1 and 4. All of this will be confirmed because we're still waiting for confirmation of our venue. So that once you stay in contact with us, then you can get those details if it's only the 29th that you want to take part. But it will be a fun day. It will be full of challenges. It will be full of competition and engaging in movement, in storytelling, in affirmations, in singing, in sharing food. What more could you want? And most of all, embedding the Kwanzaa principles. Did I say everything I need to say, girls? Yeah.
That was brilliant. Like, so listen, I want to know, say you're getting a multifaceted experience right here in our Kings and Queens, yeah. All right, because everything. Well, so the sessions are going to be on Zoom. The first session are going to be on Zoom. Then the last 2 sessions are going to be translated via Zoom to and live stream through gotKushTV, yeah. But that final session on the 29th is also going to be a live experience, so you can bring your children to the venue, yes, and they can experience live, yeah, with Auntie Itricia, Auntie Ashanti, and Auntie Akeba. Okay, so you know, bear all of these things in mind, and if you want the proper full information, please get in touch via the contact details that are currently running across the screen, and you can get all of those details sent to you, yes, as has been requested. My auntie, my sisters, I think we've got most of the information out there. I just want to implore people to get in contact with you, yeah. And I want to thank you all for choosing to bring this to gotKushTV. It's been a long time since I've been meditating upon some child oriented content, and I put it on the back burner and they said we'll get there when we get there. But you have brought and initiated this for us, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so we appreciate you, not just via what you stream on gotKushTV, but what you're doing in the community on a daily basis. Yeah, you know, we appreciate this work, and so we will do our best to make sure that our community knows about your work and makes full use of it. Yeah, this platform is yours. All right. So we give thanks for your presence. Is there anything else that we've missed out that we need to get into?
Can I just add one more thing?
Yep.
For people, I know it's a season of eating well, and one of the things I do, and which will be pushed on the platform of Little Life Learners, is nutrition and well-being.
Okay.
We have a Kwanzaa cake, a Kwanzaa fruit cake, that would be one of our prizes on the day. So if you're intrigued and wondering what that is, send us an email so that you can win that prize. It's one of the prizes for the quiz. If you want a hint of what that would taste like, or to have another opportunity to win it, because there will be two, I will be at Auntie Jean's African Cultural Market on the 17th of December.
Yes.
And I will be auctioning a Kwanzaa fruit cake. And trust me, it has been tested and tried. And so I know it's good. And there will be samples, but if you want a hint, because we'll be doing a Kwanzaa performance there to tell you more about this event. So you'll get the opportunity to get the cake and have a little mini experience of what we do. So that's so. So if you want, give thanks.
Listen, me can say is I have tried and tested the cake. All right. And it's an experience, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just add the chocolate tea to it, Akeba, and everything. You know what I mean? All right. Okay, Kings and Queens, yeah? So Little Life Learners, the early rising challenge, Kings and Queens. You need to get your children into the early rising challenge. Yes, indeed. For Kwanzaa, for 4 days during Kwanzaa, from the 26th of December to the 29th of December. And the face-to-face venue is to be announced. If you want your child to be, oh, by the way, the thing takes place, all 4 days take place. Let me just clarify this. Does the face-to-face day, does that also begin at 8 p.m.?
No. That's going to be from the face-to-face when it's all confirmed, but it'd be from about 1 o'clock to 1 to 4. 1 to 4. Yeah.
All right. Give him thanks. So you can have a small line for the 29th Kings and Queens. You know what I mean? All right. So yes, indeed, So from the 26th of December to the 29th, the 29th is going to be the face-to-face day. If you want your child, you and your children to be involved, you have to contact Little Life Learners, and there are many ways for you to do so. First and foremost, you can email movementwithitricia@gmail.com. You can email littlelifelearners@gmail.com, or you can check out the Instagram, Little Life Learners 07 on Insta, and also Meditate with Itricia on Insta. Okay, Kings and Queens. Those links and all those details will be in the chat and the comment section of this video once we conclude, so you'll be able to access it straight away. And for now, brothers and sisters, I want to thank Mama Itricia, Sister Ashanti, and Sister Akeba for coming through. We appreciate you, and we trust that the early rising challenge for Kwanzaa 2023 is going to be beautiful, fruitful, purposeful, and successful. Giving thanks once again, my sisters.
Give thanks.
Thank you, Shakara.
Thank you.
Give thanks,
gotKush.
Thank you.
Blessings.